Hey, what's up guys? In today's video we are going to be going over our week 9 Supreme Arena defenses, and before we get into the video I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me lately. We just hit 4,000 subscribers last night, so I was pretty excited about that, and I really appreciate it, guys. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so, and if you already have, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first team set that we're going to be using is more of a free-to-play to mid-spender range teams. So the first one is a Twins Siren, Rowan, Perseus, Faramore team. Now the idea of this team is to have Rowan feed Siren energy, getting him to a really early ultimate, allowing Perseus and Faramore to run forward and blow up a bunch of these heroes. Also, the Twins are going to be returning energy to Siren and everything. It should be pretty solid. Now, if you don't have Faramore and Perseus, you can go more of a survivability route and put in, like, you could put Callan in with Hugin. So if you have Hugin built up, you could put Hugin right in front of Rowan. I'd probably move the Lightbearer Phantom over here. But yeah, you could have Callan protecting everyone, Hugin protecting everyone with shielding and everything, and just have a ton of survivability with the Lightbearer Phantom, because all these heroes are going to pretty much stay put on their side of the battlefield, which is where the Phantom for the Lightbearers really shines, and it adds a ton of survivability. So yeah, now if you don't have Callan, because not everybody has him built, you could just go ahead and put Thorn in here, connect Thorn to Hugin, and it'll do pretty well also. I think either one works great. You could even maybe use Ludovic on this team, but I have Ludovic on a different team, so I don't really suggest doing that. But yeah, those are the two the substitutes that you can use in Faramore and Perseus's place if you don't have them built up. So yeah, that's the first team. Let's go ahead and check out the next team. Also, we're using Pack Bond spell on that first team, which is going to add another layer of survivability. So yeah, it's a pretty solid team. Team 2 is then going to be an Aaron, Olmus, Bonnie, Pandora, Tassie team. So Pandora is going to take Tassie into her box. When she comes out, she'll be able to ultimate right away. Aaron and Olmus will group them up and root them down, and then we've got Bonnie's dot damage, and also Tassie's going to extend the fight to allow that dot damage to do more. So yeah, and we're running Seismic Spell with this team, so it should be a pretty solid team. It's just an easy team for a lot of players to be able to run. It's pretty free to play friendly. So yeah, that's team 2. Team 3 is then going to be a Shamira, Ludovic, Damon team with Thedor and Shakir. So we've got Thedor and Shakir positioned over here on the side so that Shakir can just right away start attacking these heroes that are positioned in the middle, and then that should hopefully keep them distracted and allow our Shamira to get to her ultimate. And we also have Damon in here doing damage and boosting up the Shamira's ult, or just her attack and everything. And then Ludovic's in here, providing a nice amount of healing for Shamira and Damon. And obviously Shakir and Thedor, but right away he'll be healing Shamira and Damon. So anyway, that's the first set of teams. Let's go ahead and pull up the next set. So the first team of our second set of teams is an Aaron, Olmus, Thedor, Shakir, Shamira team. So it's kind of self-explanatory how this one will work. Aaron's going to group them up, Olmus roots them down, obviously. Shakir's going to jump forward and start attacking, doing damage. Thedor's going to have his Dark Moon up. Now Thedor's going to have to run around the wall, and then he'll get into the fight, but it's not really too much of a big deal. And then you have Shamira back here, just waiting to get her ultimate off, and once that happens, it's pretty much going to be game over for the enemy team. So it should be a pretty solid team. But yeah, and we're using Pack Bond spell in this team. So that's the first team of the second set of teams. The team 2 is then going to be a Bonnie, Niru, Siren team with Callan and Igor as our rearmost heroes. So Callan still will be able to protect the Niru and the Bonnie and the Siren pretty well. And then he's also going to be able to deal with an enemy team that uses Bonnie against this. So a lot of times in Supreme Arena, I see a lot of people use a Bonnie team when they're fighting against another Bonnie team. So if you can go ahead and position a team that uses, like your own Bonnie team, position it so that Callan's in the back and Igor's in the back also, it's going to hopefully slow down the spread of the dot damage. And also Callan's just a good candidate that he can deal with a lot of that dot damage early on. So he's tanky enough to do that. And then the third team is going to be a Lily May Perseus one-shot team. So we've got Ravion, Faramore, Perseus on the left side. Then we've got the Phantomal, Leica, and Lily on the right side. Now, Perseus is going to have maximum growth stacks. However, Lily's only going to have 3 growth stacks at the start of the fight because Perseus isn't in range of her to give her that last growth stack she needs. But it shouldn't really be too big of a deal. 3 growth stacks on Lily is still plenty to allow her to one-shot an enemy hero, or even 2. So it all depends on the team that they use against you. But yeah, that's going to be Team 3. And let's pull up the next set. Really quick before we move on to the next team set, if you guys were thinking about making a purchase in AFKJourney, you can use my affiliate link in the description below or in the pinned comment, and you'll get 5% extra dragon crystals with your purchases. You can just click the Farlight link and it'll bring you to the website. You can buy whatever pack you want. They have all of them here, and you'll get extra dragon crystals, and you'll also be able to support me. So I really appreciate it, guys. Back to the video. Okay, so for the first team of the third set of teams, we have a light bearer team with Siren, Perseus, Rowan, Thedor, and Shakir. Now, if you don't have Perseus, you could take him out and replace him with maybe like Sonya, and you would want to put her between Siren and Rowan, and then you would want to move Shakir to be positioned in front of Rowan with Thedor in front of Shakir. So that way, you know, you've got the buff to Shakir from Sonya, you also got the buff to Siren, and then you have Rowan's charm set boosting up the Shakir's range defense and his melee damage. So it just makes it a lot, just way stronger. And then you're also getting Siren an early ultimate because the Rowan's going to feed him energy, and that's going to group up the heroes, allowing Shakir to do more damage to more heroes, and just can be a really strong combination. So yeah, you could run it like this, or you could run it with Perseus and make Perseus the hero that's in front of Rowan, giving him the range defense and the melee damage boost. Either way works. I run it with Perseus because my Sonya is only P1. If she was P2, P3, I'd probably start running her on this team, because that could be, it can be really solid. So anyway, that's going to be the first team. Second team is going to be a Thorin, Damon, Shamira, Ludovic, Callan team. Now, we have the Phantomal positioned over here, so we don't actually have a Spirit Martyro for this team. Now, we could move Callan back, but then he's out of range from protecting the Damon and the Thorin, so I don't really like that much. And we just don't really have a solid position for our Phantomal to get a Spirit Martyro. It's the only issue with this setup and this map and everything, but it is what it is. If you really wanted to, you could just position the Callan back and then put the Phantomal like this. That way you'll have a Spirit Martyro, but I kind of plan to use the Phantomal as a distraction, so the enemy heroes here, if there's any melee heroes, they're going to attack the Phantomal first, and that gives my team more time to like build up energy and all that kind of stuff. So that's team 2. Team 3 is then going to be a Bonnie, Niru, Aaron, Olmis, Tassie team, and we've got Niru as the Spirit Martyro, so when he's doing all his normal attacks, he's throwing a bunch of snowballs, he's turning them into snowmen, doing extra damage, all that kind of good stuff. It's a pretty solid combination, plus the dot damage from Bonnie, and then Tassie to prolong the fight and do damage herself with her ultimates. Should be a pretty solid team. So that's the third set of teams. Let me go ahead and pull up the next set. So for the first team in our fourth set of teams, it's going to be Aaron, Olmis, Bonnie, Niru, Siren, and this is just a all-around solid free-to-play style team. Works great. Yeah, I mean, you guys should know how it works. Aaron groups them up. Like, Aaron almost does their thing, and then Siren and Bonnie and Niru get their dot damage activated, and it just demolishes a lot of different teams. So it's solid team 1. Team 2 is then going to be again, it's going to be the Thorin, Damon, Ludovic, Shamira, Callan team that I just talked about. And then we've got a Lily May Perseus one-shot team with Xandrock on map 3. And the reason I chose this is because Zandrok's going to be able to destroy the wall right here at the start of the fight, allowing Siren easy access to all these heroes positioned there, and he's going to have maximum growth stacks. Lily's going to have maximum growth stacks, and it's just going to be a lot of damage for the enemy team to deal with. So yeah, that's going to be team 3 on the 4th set of teams. So let's go ahead and check out the 5th set, and I'll be right back. So for our 5th set of teams, we are getting into more of the pay-to-win style teams. So I've got 3 teams that have a Celestial or Hypogean hero on them. Now there's only 1 per team, so it's not too crazy, but yeah, we're starting to get into the Hypogean Celestial teams. So the first one is the Harak team that I just did a video about the other day. So we've got Thador, Shakir with Seth, Gerda, and Harak. Harak is the Spirit Marked hero so that he can teleport to the other side of the map due to the Phantom's skill. Then we've got Seth here, who will jump across the map in Predator's Lunge, whoever's the weakest hero, kind of similar to the way Harak works. And then Shakir and Thador's combination is going to be really good because Shakir's just going to jump over right away at the start of the fight and have his Lupine aura up, which is in turn going to, you know, boost up the damage and survivability of our Harak. Also, Gerda's going to be over here, and when my heroes get into her hot tub or her hot spring for the first time, they'll get CC immunity. So it's just it's a solid team, and I'm looking forward to see how this performs in this week's Supreme Arena. And then team 2 is going to be Bonnie, Niru, Siren team with Igor and Athalia. So it's just the classic Igor, Athalia, Bonnie dot damage team. Works great, and I have no complaints about this team. Always does good. And then team 3 is going to be our Lily May Perseus one-shot team, but we're using Dunlinger instead, and Dunlinger is going to be protecting the Perseus so he can get his ultimates off. And we have them positioned on the sides so that they can have easy access to the inside here. So yeah, that's the 5th set of teams. Let's go ahead and check out the next set, and I think this might be the last set. I either have 1 or 2 more, I can't remember, but let me go ahead and pull up the next one. Okay, so for our last set of teams, the first one is going to be a Bonnie, Citrana, Igor, Athalia, Niru team. So it's just a classic Bonnie, Citrana dot damage team with Igor and Athalia. Really strong, ton of dot damage, and Athalia Igor is just a monster of a combination. So solid first team. Second team is then going to be Aaron, Olmus, Thador, Shakir, Harak. So sort of similar to the Mauler version, but we didn't have the CC control from Aaron on that team. So in this one, we have Aaron almost rooting everybody down and grouping them up, Shakir jumping in, and then followed by Harak doing the same thing. And hopefully by the time Harak's Tidal Assault comes off cooldown, we'll have a hero that's at pretty low HP and he can just start steamrolling. So that's team 2. And then team 3 is going to be a Kulu Lightbearer team. So we actually fought against this team in one of my previous videos, and this is actually a really solid team, and it's was put together. I don't know if they actually created it, but Swampy Tough is the one that I first saw running it, so I'm crediting him with this team. But anyway, it's got Zany, Siren, Kulu, Hugin, and Perseus. And yeah, it's just a good team. So we got Perseus in here on the other side of the Kulu wall, so he's going to have easy access to these heroes that are positioned this way. And we really limit the way the enemy can position their heroes by using Kulu on this map. So it's pretty cool. And then we've got the Zany towers over here on the left side, and everybody else is in the back line, and they're going to stay with some pretty good survivability from the Lightbearer Phantomal. We're also going to use the Seismic Spell here, so yeah, this is a pretty solid team. But those are the teams for week 9 Supreme Arena. So yeah, that's going to be about it for today's video. Quick reminder, if you want extra dragon crystals with your purchases, you can use my link to the Farlight store down in the pinned comment or in the description below, and you will be supporting my channel and also getting extra dragon crystals with your purchases. So I really appreciate it, guys, and if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.
I really like brownness, yeah. It's yummy. I play games with y'all.